All right, right now we've got Lachelle Yates from the Better Business Bureau. She's talking all things scams, business practices, safe things that you should be doing. We just finished talking about buying things online and how people have bought stuff online over the holidays and didn't either get it or it was the wrong thing, and how there is no protection with a debit card versus a credit card. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, whenever you're making online purchases, you definitely want to use a credit card because you actually have federal protections in place with your credit card that says how you can dispute a purchase. When you use a debit card, those same protections are not in place. It's up to your institution how and if they're going to handle any sorts of problems that you have with the purchase. Plus, in those instances, it's your money that's tied up, where if you use a credit card, it's the credit card company's money that's tied up. So there, besides that alone right there is enough of a reason to use your debit card. And I know a lot of people don't want to use a credit card. They may not want to, have to carry interest in all of those things. But if you just get a credit card for online purchases, you know what you're making, you were willing to spend that money if you use your debit card. So just be very frugal, use your credit card just for those purchases. You can pay it off at the end of the month. But that's another thing also. Just don't think that you're only going to check your credit card statement at the end of the month. Be very careful and check that pretty frequently to make sure that somebody hasn't stolen your credit card information and then made some fraudulent purchases. The earlier you catch it, the easier it is to correct it.
All right, let's talk about some side hustles. Lots of people want to be able to do those, and surveys that can be also put out there about side hustles. What do we need to know about that?
Well, side hustles or surveys actually are a legitimate side hustle, but like everything, scammers have infiltrated this area too. So I do have a few tips. So first, obviously, watch out for survey scams. The red flags are if a survey offers valuable gifts for just a few minutes of your time or a chance to win a reward. These are two favorite tactics for scammers to get their hands on your personal information. Second, know how you will be paid and how much. Most survey sites use a point system to pay for the surveys. And then once those points add up, you can redeem them for gift cards, or you can cash out through like PayPal or another digital wallet app. You should expect to make just a few dollars an hour. So if a site promises that you're going to get rich by taking surveys, that is probably a scam. Also, check review sites before you sign up. You can always look at reviews on bbb.org. And if you notice people are reporting scams, inappropriate use of your personal information, or a failure to deliver payments, steer clear. And then talking about personal information, you want to review their privacy policy. Make sure the website has a privacy policy and read it very carefully. It should be easy to understand how your data is going to be used. This is especially important because you're going to likely share personal information while taking the survey. And then make sure your antivirus is up to date. Because should a reputable survey send you to a not so reputable third-party site to take the survey, your antivirus can alert you if there is a danger before it's too late. And then again, another warning about personal data. If a survey asks you for your social security number, driver's license, bank account information, or your credit card, the survey is a scam. And then finally, some good news. There are two legitimate survey platforms that do connect brands with people like you in their demographic. They are Survey Junkie and Swagbucks, and they are both accredited with the BBB. So we've already vetted them and verified that they're going to be honest and transparent and good companies to work with.
Okay, good to know. This person is asking, are calls that show on my caller ID as scam risk, are they really scammers?
So your phone company and the FCC and everybody is working very diligently to try to let you know that they are a scam. And so they have already gotten warnings and had enough information ahead of time to say, yes, this is probably a scam. So the best thing that you can do is go ahead and let that call go to voicemail. If they are a legitimate company that has been flagged, they will leave a voicemail and then you can look at it and call them back.
Okay, this is good to know, because it's one of those things where people are like, but what if I miss something that's really important? If it's really important, they'll leave a message.
Absolutely, yes, because we actually had that happen a couple times with one of our phone numbers. For whatever reason, it was flagged as a scam. We went ahead and left voicemails, phone number, and then that was cleared up. So it can happen. Most of the times, yes, they are scams. But again, if they're a legitimate company, they'll leave a voicemail.
All right, we've got about a little bit less than a minute or so. Holiday coupons that may be going up online, after the holiday, people want you to buy stuff.
Yeah, so there are going to be fake coupons out there. You're going to find them when you do either a web search, or you could see them on social media. Some of the hallmarks are the coupons are going to be for, 80% off, 90% off. You're going to know that that's probably a scam, but gosh, we all want it to be true, right? But what happens is if you sign up for these, you're going to have to give them credit card information, because typically they're membership services. And then you end up not getting coupons, but you've given them your credit card information. So then they can make fraudulent purchases,
Right.
and you've given them other personal information. So just, be really wary of those kinds of flags, because that's the best way for them to get personal information on you and your credit card number.
All right. Thank you for your time and your expertise. You can check all of this out in the 2 Wants to Know section.